but my boys are going to the club and their parents are dropping them in the club. So me too, I want
to be dropped.
Even if you won't drop me,
just let me go.
I want to go and rock Yash.
I want to rock Yash.
Yeah, I want to rock Yash. But now you're saying no son of mine will rock Yash.
Are you challenging me? You wanna go, bro?
I won't lie, I'll lose. It's been a long time.
Good down.
Yeah, all right, cool. Guys, let me start by saying this podcast is powered by JBL. Listen, hella people been messaging me saying, I got it for my brother for Christmas, I got it for my partner for Christmas, or Black Friday. It's all wrapped up under the tree. It's lovely. These are some serious headphones. Adaptive noise cancelling headphones, wireless charging, perfect for calls. You know, you got the ambient sound, the talk through. So if someone's making noise, just press the headphone one time. You can hear the nonsense that they're saying. Press it again, it's all cancelled out. So you don't hear that nonsense. Listen, we've been rocking with these headphones for a good 3 months. I ain't used nothing else.
I ain't using nothing else.
We use JBL.
Honestly,
gaming,
we got bare different
running, speaker, everything. Serious. Make sure you got one of these underneath your Christmas tree for somebody. Our discount code is in the description. The QR code is on screen. Scan that. Click that link. I remember someone messaged me recently, all nice in that. Guys, if I use your direct link, do you get like an affiliate percentage? I said, yeah. He said, so no more. I'm going to use the link and then add the code. And then, we get a little percentage back.
Yeah, man, make sure you use that link.
You know?
Yeah,
use that link.
Don't just type JBL. Use that link.
I hope you guys are going to send me like stash.
Whatever you need, we got you.
You can run away.
Next thing, I go open one shop. Original JBL product.
Something we defo got for you is some Plant Made.
Yeah.
Made are still running 12 days of Christmas. So right about now, they probably got inches and roots for £40. Drizzle.
What's that though?
Plant Made is 10.
Plant Made. So this is actually we're calling Plant Made a supplement company. So this is for your hair care or even skincare as well now, because they got liquid gold, which is something you're going to use after the bath.
Now.
But it's good for washing your hair.
Can I have some as well?
Yeah. Go for it. No one should be ashy on this show. Nobody should be ashy. But yeah, hair care, skincare, washing your hair, or even just for your hair growth as well. So if you want to put some on your beard, some on top of your head, or if you just want that skin to be looking good and nice and golden, we got that. But even then, they've also got merch as well. Yeah. Shout out Plant Made that was sending us some merch. We got some green hoodies and all that. You might be seeing that featured on the next joint. Yeah. ASMR on the hoodie and the joints. So yeah, Plant Made is there. We got our discount code. They are sponsors. Shout them out every single time. Been riding with us for a long, long time now.
Yeah.
This will even fit your daughter as well.
Oh yeah?
Good size. Wash day.
Yeah, because I've been using it on my daughter as well.
Serious things from Plant Made.
That one there, you see, everyone should understand. Plant good seeds.
Nice.
Man, it smells nice, isn't it?
Plant good
seeds.
So like I was saying, it's still 12 days of Christmas, so you can get inches, £10 off. Yep. They cost about £25. £5 microfiber towel. £2 times soil for £40. Used to be 56. That's 29% off, and you can still use our discount code for that extra % off on top.
Nice.
Snow is about, so I use Snow, and then I top it up with that liquid gold. So guys, click the link in the description or scan the QR code.
I started doing that still. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
What? The Snow then liquid gold?
Yeah.
Still.
I started doing that.
But I love this. We're moving like Joe Rogan, bruv.
Aye.
5 minutes of ads before the podcast.
And then before anything, make sure if you're here for the first time, click subscribe, like it, and then add a comment. Say you're messing with us, because you're going to mess with us forever.
That's it.
First things first. Or second things second.
We were talking about what we should drink after what? Jollof, you said.
During.
During Jollof.
Do you know, I was saying like, I was at my girl's grandma, one of our grandmas, turned 90.
Good age.
Right? And so we had like,
man.
it was like family affair. And at those kind of parties, they serve, obviously this was in Nigeria, this was in Lagos, they serve that spicy jollof. You know, the one that as you're eating, you're sweating. And you know those there's the fried meat, the aron that they've soaked in the stew for like 5 weeks. You feel me? And so I was saying, like, if you have the spicy Naija jollof and you have the Glenfiddich 15 years. So you have the Glenfiddich 15 years because there's like a smoke to it. Those party rice normally have some smoke because they don't do them in like gas cookers. It's outside with fire.
On fire.
Right.
I love it when like there's a cooker in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Where your mom will cook on the floor.
Yeah.
On the floor. So them ones, it's like you just put firewood, put. You put the big pot, and they have the big thing that they are just stirring.
Yeah, that's an
Damn, now I'm hungry, man.
I'm even trying to think. Is this something we need to invent? Because I always see. Like, obviously, the stoves. The reason they do it on the fire is because there's no stove that's got the thing big enough to heat the pot.
Or you need to turn on all
Or
four.
you have to turn on all
Yeah.
four. Like, there should be one where you maybe remove the top and now the whole thing is a furnace.
Damn.
Aye.
No, but those pots are like giant pots. and
Yeah.
they're heavy. So
It's gonna kill someone.
it's gonna,
He
like-
said remove it. There's a furnace.
I'm telling you. No, please.
There have to be low to ground.
No, please. Let's make sure it's low to ground.
Yeah.
Like you see, like with pizza, they have like you could do indoor pizza, and then there's the outdoor charcoal oven.
Yeah.
So they can make, but don't please, I beg.
Don't bring it inside.
Don't go and redefine that way of cooking party jollof in Nigeria. Please, we don't need no technology. Please.
I hear it.
So if you have that jollof rice, that Nigeria party jollof, spicy with a little bit of smoke sipped into it, so you can smell the smoke, and then you have Glenfiddich 15 years. I'm telling you, you're just gonna be nice. You're not even gonna care. You're just gonna be like, this party is the best.
Banging.
That's what we should. That's what we should. I wish we could just.
December as well.
Yeah, I wish we could just crash someone's wedding. I swear I'm gonna do that next time I'm in Nigeria. I'm just gonna go through all the venues, appear at someone's wedding.
You better be performing if you're coming
No, I'm
to
gonna perform. I'm first gonna chop your free rice.
exactly.
After chopping your free rice, eating, then I'm gonna say, yo, DJ. Play something.
Like people are gonna DM me like I'm getting married in
Yeah,
You
I'm
know what I
telling
mean?
you, you should send me a clip of this so I post on my Instagram.
Yeah,
for
you
December, only December.
Let me go and tell Insta blog. Everyone will be
I'm telling you.
Where are you gonna be this December? Nigeria,
Gonna be everywhere.
Ghana?
I'm gonna be in Cotonou, that's Republic of Benin, Abidjan, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Marrakesh, Morocco, Accra, Ghana for Dirty Rave. That's my festival, 27th. And then I have a celebrity football game. Then Nigeria for exhibition. So it's Nigeria, Morocco, Republic of Benin, Ivory Coast, and Ghana. Yeah, 5 places.
Busy.
Yeah,
So-
starting from like this weekend.
What's the charity match in like donation to?
Yeah, so we're gonna donate to 37 military hospitals. So before I blow up, right? Remember one day my baby sister, actually it was like they were preparing for a party. It's so fun. They were preparing for a party. They were cooking outside, and then she saw, like, they use kerosene, to pour on the. But she didn't know that was petrol. She just thought it was the kerosene, and she just poured it in. And with the gasoline, it's like it follows
The trail.
sauce. So she burnt her leg, and that kind of made me realize, that a lot of people get burnt cooking. Like
Yeah, I
that
got it as
style
well.
of cooking is dangerous.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to this 37 military hospital in Ghana, and I went to the ward that had for people with burns, and I saw a lot of people where they had gotten treated, but they couldn't leave because they hadn't paid their hospital bill.
Yeah.
So it's like,
wow.
So
you're-
it's like a
like you're in
hospital and a
prison.
prison.
Exactly.
That's
You're in
crazy.
prison.
It's like now you're well.
That's crazy.
So there are people in the hospital who have been treated but cannot leave the hospital because they haven't paid their bills.
Wow.
This is a standoff.
Yeah, no, but
Because essentially, if I don't have the money, I'm like, hey, when you're ready to let me go, innit?
Otherwise, I'm going to stay here.
I'm
guess
never
what?
gonna have it.
They have to get, because the doctors have to get paid.
Yeah.
The doctors are working.
But the longer they're there, the
nurses
more
are-
they're
yeah, and they're adding like stuff. So basically, after the football game, so it's gonna be celebrities. It's gonna be DJs, artists, comedians. As long as you're famous, you're there. It's gonna be 7 aside. I'm gonna have my team, Chop Life FC. King Promise will have his team, 5 Star FC, Small God FC, and DJs FC. And then everyone who's coming will have to pay like ridiculous amount of ticket price, because it's not you're getting to watch us play football. Plus all of that money is going to the hospital. So we're just gonna pick one word and just go there and say, hey, everybody,
Everybody free 'em up.
on Christmas
Everybody
Day,
leave.
we're gonna be like, it's time
Let
to
my people go.
Let my people
Yeah.
go. Here's the money.
That's cool.
And of course, my foundation is gonna, like, whatever it is, we're gonna put in the same amount.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, you match
So
it.
we're gonna
Yeah.
match whatever we raise, and like just free some people so that they can go home.
home.
They can go home for Christmas.
I didn't even
He's
knew
still
this
in the
was a
hospital.
problem. I
cheating.
didn't even knew this was a problem. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He's fine, but he's
that's
still in the
So
hospital.
that's the celebrity football match, and I'm like the best number 9. I should have been,
Okay.
I should have been playing like
With
back
Osimhen
in
and-
back in the day, like Barcelona, Manchester, Arsenal, Chelsea. Before, like, that time they were fighting for Mikel Obi. They were fighting for me.
I like it. Control your own narrative. This is a safe space.
Wait, if I say that's my reality, who are you to say that?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's true. I believe you still.
Exactly.
So in my head, let me just make it clear.
Yeah.
In my head, they were all fighting for me, but I was like, I'm not sure. And then music.
Yeah,
changed.
you know, I love this music too much.
You know, so maybe in my next life, I will be.
Go back to it.
So I'm gonna be playing football. I need to, maybe from Monday I start hitting for some cardio so that I can.
Yeah, you gotta get
I
ready.
can get fit.
You can't embarrass yourself
No,
on your
no,
own
no.
match.
And it's gonna be, we're trying to make it live on TV in Ghana, on terrestrial TV.
Oh, DSTV. Oh,
No,
terrestrial.
Star
Oh,
Times.
okay.
So it's gonna show on Star Times, which is like DSTV, but it's the budget DSTV.
Yeah.
It's for the masses. The DSTV is expensive.
Yeah.
It's a cheaper
What's
version.
DSTV?
It's like Sky. Like,
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
Sky,
right.
it's
Got you,
cable
got you, got you,
TV.
got you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna show there, and it's gonna show on free to air Max TV, so people at home can watch and laugh at the way I'm dribbling, scoring. You know.
I'm tuning in.
I want to watch it too. I have to pirate
You
it.
need to YouTube it.
YouTube as
Yeah,
well.
YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube
yeah, that's
stream, live
true,
stream.
that's
Yeah, do it on
I don't know
your
how
own
that
YouTube
works,
channel.
but I should.
It's easy to figure out though.
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just have the right people.
Oh,
Fly me out.
yeah,
fly me out.
book us
fly
out.
me out.
All right.
Yeah, I'll bring everything.
He said, fly me out. He said, fuck them.
Fuck them, fly me out.
You fly me out like a baddie.
We'll
He's
produce it.
just gonna click live on your YouTube. That would be the worst investment you could make. Fly out VP to press live.
You're just
on
gonna
YouTube.
have the camera in one section. Thank you very much, guys.
That's actually a funny segue. I've worked with this guy before. He doesn't even know.
On
So-
Destination.
Destination Afro Beats one time.
Is this
Do
the
you
one that
remember
you said
Destination
didn't pay you on
Afrobeats?
time or something like that? He didn't settle his
no,
invoice.
He's capping. That never happened. But, do you remember Destination Afrobeats?
I remember Destination
Yeah,
Afrobeats.
yeah, yeah. That was me and my boy's YouTube channel. I remember
Who
you.
was the other guy?
Dan.
Dan.
He does AGM Talent now. It's a talent agency.
Okay.
But yeah, a marketing agency. But
Okay.
you were like the first person that sent us a tune, and we were like, "Oh shit, Mr. Eazi sent us music to upload to our YouTube channel." That was lit. I think it was Skin Tight Remix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I sent it myself.
You
Yeah.
said it yourself.
Myself, bro. That's why, like right now, like sometimes when I be talking to my team and I be like, "Yo, guys, this is not rocket science."
Yeah. Just send
Because,
it,
like,
bro.
bro, if you're hungry,
Yeah.
like if you want something, you will learn.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Like I was the one looking for YouTube channels that anything Afrobeats and sending my music to them. I wasn't waiting, but I'll pretend like I'm the manager.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would even pick up calls. Hello, this is Mr. Yeah. I remember the first time I met Denzel from Platoon. He knew I was lying because he would look at the way the emails were written and he would look at the way I'm talking.
He said this was you.
So that guy. So I remember first time in London, I came to his office and I was like, yeah. And he asked me, where is Alex? And for a minute, I was trying to think, who the fuck is Alex? And he was smiling and he was like, where's Alex? I thought you would come in with Alex because you meet an artist, you expect the artist to come with the manager. It was just me pulling up. And then when we were sitting down to listen to music, I was like, oh fuck, Alex is my manager.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, he couldn't make it, he's a pilot. So. And then my manager ended up becoming a pilot. So I was like, he was like, yeah, but that's a different name. Your manager was Alex. Yeah. So Denzel, I'm not sure Denzel knew that. He knew. So I was the one I would like.
Yeah,
before,
it did well. I think it's on 2.2 million views. Oh wow! It was doing
just
well.
audio as well.
Yeah. And then I worked
SoundCloud.
No, we had a YouTube channel. And then your podcast. How far?
Yeah.
I did season 1. The
clips.
clips.
For real?
Yeah.
How was that edit?
It was good enough.
Yeah,
I wasn't asking you.
No, I think the edit was good. Everything because
good.
with how far it's just I just want to me and Tammy, we just want to turn up, do our shit, and not bother about the Instagram, the uploading, I've had to upload shit myself. I've had to. Is the Acast? Yeah. I've had to. If you see the tabs on my laptop, you see Acast, and I'm like, so. Christ. So
I just want to make music.
No, I think I love doing all these extra things because I get bored so easily. So it's if I had to do one thing, I would just lose my mind. So
yeah, they it was good because I remember they approached me for season 2, but I was busy at the time, so I had to turn it down.
Price gone up. His price
That's not even
up.
cap. I actually had to refer someone else because I had no time to do it. But yeah man,
Busy
we've
man.
been working together all this time. Small world.
That means he's chopped some of my money.
I'm chopped. It's good money over there. I was like, it's good.
We spread it to the ecosystem.
Free up all the guys in hospital, man. I love that.
Should we do an introduction and get into it?
Yeah. Let's do an introduction. 90s Baby Show. My name is Temi Alchemy.
I'm Fred Santana.
Got a shoot in the house. Yeah. He may have shot us all the time, but he shoots Mr. Eazi sometimes on his off days as well. When he's got time for it, you know what I'm saying? He might not have the best jollof rice, but he can damn shoot that camera. That's for damn sure. Nigga overseas, underseas, on God it in, whatever God. It's my nigga VP in the cut. That's a scary side.
Yo.
I've got a real talented brother in the house.
This your
Someone
boy,
that I
Eazi.
personally enjoy their music. For sure. Real calm and easy. Music. But you can turn up when you want to as well.
Yeah, occasionally.
Exactly. We got Mr. Eazi in the house. Thank you for coming
Thanks
through,
for having me, man.
Yeah. You know what I like? Everybody's in combats today. Everyone got
true.
pocket on the side of their trousers. Everyone's got gun compartment.
Trust me, dog. Hey, you came with some care packages though.
Yes.
Let's get straight to Evil Genius. This is beautiful. You brought 4 of these.
Yeah,
man.
Did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing,
man.
Thank
I
you,
like
man.
vinyls. We got a vinyl player here.
Yeah,
as
I
well,
saw
so
that.
We can bump that. What
I
else we got
love
in here?
that.
Because the album has a lot of, or the videos, in fact, there's a lot of artwork.
Yeah.
So everything, the album, the A side is music, the B side is art.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever it's done like this at this scale. Anytime in the world. I need to contact Guinness Book of Records to get my
plaque.
plaque.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful because whilst making this album, I started discovering African art.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I'm into art, to be honest with you. When I see Mona Lisa, I say, what's in these people? Who's
this woman?
Who is
This is a simple woman, bro.
She don't even find rich man. I think I just go You know, but it's beautiful to discover art through the true African artists.
Yeah. Code.
This book is
So
gold.
you know,
Code.
if you scan the barcode, it pops. It goes directly to the music, and you could listen to the music whilst you look at the art, and you could interact 360. And the release parties have been exhibitions where you go. We've had exhibition here in London, in Accra. It's going to Lagos. It's going to Morocco. It's going to Dubai. Going to New York. And you have the headphones and you look at the art and you sort of like feel it. You interact.
Cold. Very, very cold,
Yeah.
man. The
It's
idea-
Afro Luxury. The album is
this
it's
is
not
cold.
Afrobeat. It's Afro Luxury.
Okay.
It's an Afro Luxury album.
Afro
we
Luxury.
keep one in the studio.
Yeah.
And
I'll take the rest home, yeah.
What else we got?
Afro Luxury.
Yeah, it's Afro
Hey,
Luxury.
you guys are remixing everything now.
And this is like, you know, when it has this a letter from me. Let me read that to you guys. So it has like the Evil Genius. That's the name of the album, and it says, "Dear friend, please enjoy." Let me do it in my voice.
Of course.
No, those ones in Nigerian movies where you go to someone.
American accent.
Man, you really killed me that time. But I love you.
Dear friend, please enjoy this gift from me to you. Enclosed, you will find my first album, The Evil Genius, a first of its kind fusion of African music and art. It's also a document of a time in my life and the fruit of nearly 3 years of experience, 2 years of writing and recording in studios and rooms from Accra to Kigali, and another connecting with some of Africa's most talented artists and visual creators. In the age of streaming and instant gratification, I've always released my music directly to the digital marketplace without much thought of the physical mediums through which we once solely consumed music and art. Once I began conceiving and shaping this project, I knew I had to bring it into the physical realm and offer something for people to touch and experience. This has manifested itself in multiple ways. One has been through gallery exhibitions where guests can hear each song while viewing the corresponding art piece on the walls before them. The other sits here in your hands, my first vinyl LP, and a book that tells the story of the Evil Genius. It will take you through the process of making the album, the thoughts that inspired it, and the ideas and stories of the visual artists whose pieces accompany it. I hope you will take time to read. This is the part for you people. I hope. Let me do my mommy's
Bible
voice.
studies.
I hope you will take the time to read as well as listen. If you enjoy the experience, share it with a friend. Mr. Eazi Oluwatosin, Mr. Eazi Ajibade, Evil Genius at choplife.com, Cotonou, Republic of Benin, October 2021.
Wow, that was
Boom.
powerful.
He didn't write a damn word of that. Straight PRT.
No, trust me, I wrote that shit.
Why Evil Genius?
Evil Genius, because like, you know, as a celeb, we are, it's like our life is our public image. It's like is this persona you create. And like, but sometimes you forget that there's you, the human being, and there's persona. There's your public persona, and there's who you are. And then you start getting, because every time of your life is work, right? Like back in the day, you could just be an artist. Nobody sees you except on stage, except on interviews. But now, like as an artist, you have to put out content. Like people have to see you. So like there's almost no difference between your life and your work. Your life is your work. Your work is your life. And so you start to get obsessed with this image, this persona. And you start making sure that, because now your bread and butter, you start making sure that this guy, this image you've created is crispy clean. And so you lose yourself trying to maintain this image that you even forget who the fuck are you. Like you don't even know who you are again because you are this person that you've created. And so I was, at some point like 2020, I realized I was so in love with this image that the only way you could hurt me is by hurting this image. If you even hurt me personally, I don't care because it's not on the public. But if you hurt this public image, if you went out and said, oh, this Eazi guy is stupid, I would be so pissed. If you said, oh, Tosin, you're a stupid guy,
yeah, that's
smart.
crazy.
And so too, I start having this thing where I would hear that people said stuff about me and it would get to me so much, and I'll be so downtrodden, and I'll be trying to convince you that this
guy's
Eazi
amazing.
guy is a good guy, he's amazing, and I will do to the point where if you're a people pleaser, like you go into hyper people pleaser mode where you're even doing things that don't make sense to you. Like you're flying from one country to another to do something for free, not because you actually want to do it, but just so that people
The
can
image
say,
looks good.
oh, he did this. Like you don't even care about what you're doing. So I had to like take the worst thing I'd heard of myself and embrace it. And by embracing it, I could then focus on my character. And somebody had mentioned somewhere towards the end of my recording, and they said, oh, Eazi, I heard like you're some bad guy, like you're some evil genius. And I was so upset. I was talking to this guy for an hour. And
He called you a genius.
yeah. And I was like, evil genius. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this and accept this name, the evil genius. I'm going to call myself the evil genius. And that way, it's like if I'm naked and I come out, balls hanging. Yo, I'm naked. If you come and tell me I'm naked, I'm like, yeah.
I know I'm naked.
I know. Everybody knows. And but by doing that, I can then look inwards and say, who the fuck am I? And I start to describe who I think I am on this album by the songs. So this is the most personal project I've ever made. And so it's like letting go of the public image, like killing it. Killing it by saying, okay, Mr. Eazi is the evil genius, he's a bad guy. So what else can you say about this guy? Okay, he's dead. Now, who the fuck am I? And then asking myself and describing myself. And on this album, I speak about things I'd never spoken about before. I speak about sadness. I speak about fear. I speak about doubt, self-doubt. You would think like I played shows where it's 15,000 people in the crowd and everybody's saying Zaga that, but I still have self-doubt. Like and you would think that I have probably over career streams over 2 billion streams, but I still have self-doubt when I'm in the studio thinking like, is this shit? Or when somebody says it's shit, I then like get riled up. And the first time I start to speak about these things on the record, so I speak about love, I speak about family, I speak about some evil thoughts I have on advice. There's a part where I say they don't know I'm saying how some people that piss me off, I want to eat their flesh. Like I say I'm a cannibal on the song. That's by the way, just for clarity, I never chop anybody. I never chop anybody. I don't go chop flesh, except my chicken or beef or lamb. But I speak about all of that. I speak about my relationship. I speak about my family. I speak about God. I speak about being thankful. I speak about my dad. And yeah, it's like self-therapy. I brag a lot on this project. It's self-therapy and it's real to me. So that's the story behind the album,
That's deep.
It's
It's a good project as well.
Yeah, it's my project, to be honest. I made it for me. And so that's why, like, unlike other times I release music and I'm obsessed with the numbers. So normally I'll be checking how many streams, where the chart. But with this project, I just been chill because I know I made a classic. And then I know I made this album for me. So the fact that I made the album and put it out is like success to me. I've not even sold any of the art. And the art is probably couple meals. I've not even thought about it. And you guys have the art, there's the art in the last package. So you guys better keep it. Someday,
I'm keeping that.
Someday
What do you mean the
auction
art's
that
in the
shit.
last package?
There's something here.
Oh.
The one I didn't
So
unravel.
Okay, got
There's
you.
this, and the art it's on a piece here. So you have all the 16 pieces in there. So you might want to keep that.
Yeah.
How many of these have you made?
I made just 500 copies.
And we got
Yeah, you guys got this one is in my house. So this one I came from home. So I brought this one. This is from my own personal.
I like it.
You have to sign them. Just so that they know.
If I sign them,
Yeah, it
then
loses some money, man. No,
price
no, no.
gas go up.
Yeah.
No, that goes down, man.
Next
You're
one,
ruining the
I'll
artwork.
collect.
No, not sign the artwork, just the book.
Oh, the book. Okay.
Yeah, I can sign
the book.
out.
The book.
Yeah.
If it's the art, then I need to collect offering. Maybe you guys need to put like
The basket.
thousand pounds. 1, 2, 3.
Naira.
We did not know. But yeah, that's it, man.
It's definitely got like lots of like from a listener's point of view, lots of replay value. I enjoyed Notorious the most, but yes, like replay value is always good to have from even from like our perspective. People like we drop on a Monday and people will be like, oh, have you got any like other episodes you haven't dropped? And then they'll go and listen to an old one. It's like replay value, catalog, and that's something you definitely have as well. Just being in the industry as long as you're in it too, which is like
bare catalog, bro.
Did you say this is your first album, though?
Yeah, that surprised me.
Yeah.
So I always didn't want to call something an album because I thought an album had to be personal. And there had to be a lot of thought to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was because you guys are just pussy-ass to be.
No.
I thought everyone was just scared to say album because then labels are like, how much did it do?
For me, it's because like I've never been signed to a label.
Okay.
I've always been signed to my own label from day one. You feel me? So there's no label that's forcing me to call something. It's me. It's
That's
how
why
I
you're
feel.
taking 2 years to drop projects.
Yeah, because I
like
have the
it.
freedom.
That's
I could decide to drop an album this month, or I
Mm.
could decide to drop in 3 years.
Yeah.
It's the creative freedom, it's economic freedom. That's the most important thing to me.
Mm.
But I always, because like I'm listening to the most music in 2007, and it was like Jay-Z, and seeing the amount of attention Jay-Z will put to an album. And I remember like watching Picasso Baby and like seeing him get into an art gallery, and he was with I didn't even know who the artist was. But I was just like, oh my man, see, it was just like luxurious. It was just like aspirational. And so, when I had the exhibition in London for this album, the artist that was in Picasso Baby came to my exhibition. And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was there in Ghana, in Kumasi, watching Picasso Baby.
Yeah.
And now this same artist is in the gallery with me.
Yeah.
And she was like, she got it. She was telling me about the paintings. She was like, I want 3, I want this 3. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. This here, right here.
Full circle
it's
moment.
magic.
Yeah.
So that's the amount of attention. That's why I didn't call the other projects albums. There was thought put into those projects, but they weren't personal. Like when I say my baby, they distract me with a bomb. You get a guy with the same money from London. No, be me.
Yeah.
It happened to somebody.
Yeah.
But it wasn't me, bro.
Yeah.
But when I said I go there your body like skin tight, it wasn't me, bro. It was like it was energy. It was writing on Pour Me Water or London Town where I say I've got bad man ready to shut. Bro, I don't get no bad man ready to shut it down. Aside from police. If you try me now to call police, to call DSS, they threaten me, you come and arrest them. I ain't got no bad man. But those are all bangers, like London Town, fucking banger. That's not Afrobeat. That's like grime, it's or whatever you want to call it. And
that's one with gigs, in it.
Yeah, we
big tune.
So I've been making good music, period. But none of them was, like personal. Do you understand? Like real life. The only few times I've had 1 or 2 tracks in each album that are real life. Like on Lagos to London, there's a track called Suffer Head, where I started is with 2 Baba, where I say, my friends, they call me Suffer Head because I've been seeking attention. I've been seeking your attention for myself. And my mama put anointing for my head. So if you be jazz where you do me, it go clear. And that was me speaking about how my friends and my family saw the way I was like into my babe. And it's just they never jazz you. Make I pray for you. So that so there's been in all the other albums, I just put a little bit of reality, maybe just 1 line or like 1 song. But on this project, from A to Z, there is nothing that is not real. And everything I say there is real. Everything I say there is real. Like on Notorious, since you say you like it, I said, I get Kele where they pray for me. I got a woman that prays for me, and that's like my mom. And that's my wife. So my mom and my wife, I know they pray for me. And then I say, I get other Keles we go kill for me. It's like, bad girls, them. Bad girls, easy angels, ready to kill for
Easy
me.
angels.
Those are my fans.
Again, Charlie, Easy's angels.
That's real. That's
that
real.
get
And
big,
I say,
Easy's
I say,
angels.
call it, but I must see make he spray for me. They never burn the maga we go test me. But I must see is a guy at the time I was recording the album that was always following me to club and spraying for me. So when I say call it, but I must see make he spray for me. It's not lamba, it's real. You know, so on this album, every line you hear is real. And that's why I called it an album.
It's interesting that you thought you had
Because
to
it's a
do
record.
That. Yeah, but it's like Afro beats as a genre. I don't listen to it for the real. Do you know what I mean? Do you know like rap? When you hear them, it's, he ain't about that.
You probably didn't do
I've
that.
never listened to it and thought, he
yeah.
needs to show me his
I
gangster.
think that's the beauty with Afrobeats.
Yeah.
It's in such a like,
It's not judged in the
pocket.
same way.
Like Sonic is in such a like pocket where it's like it all sounds fun.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
might miss
yeah.
the messages first time
Yeah.
around.
Even the heartbreak.
Very true.
Sometimes you need to
even
listen. You're like, hey, this is actually a heartbreak song.
Like Legova is a heartbreak song.
Yeah, but
Really?
it slaps. Yeah.
But people are like just singing it. Like it's a
She
heartbreak.
get a
even
guy
like,
that sends her money from London. Like this
Bro,
is
are
like,
you mad? Like I'm saying,
It's even like Burna Boy Last Love is a heartbreak song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
the heartbreak
The
song.
coldest.
Like
of
it
heartbreak.
just sounds good so that your vibes into it because there's even a track where you're like I'm versing my lady.
yeah,
So you know it's like
yeah.
it's the realness, but you'll hear the instrumental, you'll be like, hold on, what?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Should I be dancing to your
But I'm
heartbreak?
telling you, but if you think about it, like if you listen to like, I know we just call it Afrobeat now, but like if you listen to African pop music from the get go, you listen to High Life.
Yeah, bare heartbreak.
Those guys are saying real things.
Yeah. They're heartbroken.
There's the
bare.
ones that is just fun, which is us as there's some time they were saying Nigerians were the happiest people in the world. It's like enjoyment. We love to enjoy, but there's also like realness in there. Like Ebenezer Obey, they're singing about real stuff. They're singing about real stuff on beautiful instrumental.
Yeah.
The difference is it wasn't dark. So for instance, when you hear like gangster rap, you like I remember this one time I was in Kumasi, and Kumasi they love hip hop when I was in university, and they were playing like gangster rap. And after some time, I saw all the boys like they were ready. Make they go house because right now somebody was just in the mood. If you just go carry one stone, just go break your head. Nah, hip hop. But like on Afrobeat, like on African music, you could hear the craziest stuff.
Oh, because I remember
But
one
it's
song
beautiful.
my mum played me. I think it's Zulu Boys or something like that. How's it go? So the man goes to a shop,
Yeah.
and her boyfriend comes. The man enter house. The husband comes back and then catches.
Zule Zoo.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And the man just do.
Yeah, the guys really talk. They're talking about infidelity.
Crazy.
And like, but the beat slaps.
Yeah.
You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, the drums, all that
song,
kind of
that
jam.
song is really about kids watching their mom
Cheat.
Yeah.
on
mad.
their dad.
That's deep.
But when I heard
But
it,
that's
the
not
man
it.
just said, "You kerewa." So I was just vibes into it. I was
Yeah,
like,
you're
this
just like,
slaps.
oh,
Wow.
this is vibes.
Yeah.
So African music has always been for multi-purpose. It's been for enjoyment. It's been for telling stories, real stories. It's been for speaking proverbs. It's been for incantations.
Yeah.
Like, bro, not just, Haitians, a lot of Haitians came from Africa. A lot of Haitians came from Benin. And like, there's one day, Michael Brown, Haitian producer, he played some music for me. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It was really incantations. Like, they're doing incantations to a god. But it's like so beautiful. And if you hear it in the club, you're like, woo!
Yeah,
but that guy is conjuring some spirit.
Everybody will die tonight.
Yeah, but it's just
Everybody
that
will die
it's just
tonight.
that it's on so beautiful
Yeah.
instrumentation. It's not on darkness.
Yeah, you can party to it because
Yeah,
even
you
that,
can
there's,
party to it.
What's the tune? It's a Ghanaian tune. I'll be 16 years.
Yeah.
If you touch my Tino, I
Like,
go
if you
tell
think
my
about what
mommy.
she's
Bro, like,
talking
if you
about
thi-
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Thank
She's
you.
16.
Like, let's please,
Yeah.
I beg you, let's not even go there. Let's
Yeah,
We won't.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's how like African pop music is. African
Yeah,
music
yeah.
is. It's like art. It's a canvas, and when you have a canvas, you could paint anything.
Yeah.
You know, you could paint anything. Like if you listen to a lot of Shally Poppy right now,
Heard
and
about
like,
that person.
you know,
Yeah,
Shally
yeah.
Poppy is killing it right now in the streets. And if you like one of his songs, he's talking about Elon Musk boys. He said all these Elon Musk boys, Faraday body, and like if you listen to what he's saying, he's speaking about his the things he's saying. If you go decode it, like there's nobody that is even decoding it. They're just saying. City beats. They're tum, 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 tum. But the guy is saying some things there. So it's the beauty of African music.
Yeah. With like Afro beats, right? Like, or let's say just in Africa, because we know like with the US, they have their rap music. There's a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Not to say there's not a lot of Afro beats artists, but in terms of that sort of superstar status, right?
Yeah.
You guys are listening to each other. When you hear Burna Boy drop Last,
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
What do you do?
What do you mean completely different?
Like, as in, like, it's on like a Tony Braxton beat. It sounds different, but it's got like Afro beats in there. This Afro fusion.
But
right?
I think that's if you've not been listening to a lot of people did not listen to Burna until So they come and like say some shit. But if you've been listening to Burna before like I've been, he's been consistently doing this.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a reinvention. It is what Burna has been fusing reggae, raga, hip hop, R&B, you know, everything. That's what he's been doing. So when I hear Last, it's no surprise to me because I expect that from Burna. That's one of the songs I'm like, oh fuck. I remember the first time
that's what I'm asking.
The first time I heard Yeah, so I was at the release party for that album. And I just go check it. There's pictures of me, Burna, on stage at that release party. The first time I heard it, once I just said, Biggie man, we know they were but that. I was like, fuck.
this is out of it. This is gone.
Immediately.
I was like, somebody help me. You know how deep that line is. A big man, because like if you're a big man in Lagos, you have to wear your agbada to show like Obasanjo, like he wears. You're a big man. But when you say big man, we know they wear agbada. That's like some Elon Musk shit. That's Mark Zuckerberg. That's like saying like you're like Mark Zuckerberg just wearing your t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a punchline.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, fuck. So sometimes when I hear, and Burna is one of the only guys that like I'm genuinely a fan of. So when I hear Burna stuff, sometimes I'm like, man, God, I don't even like to listen to Burna. I've said it before because I'm a sponge. So if I listen to so much Burna,
you take it
you'd hear it
in
my music. So I try my best to stay away from Burna because it's like I have a low register as well in my voice, so I can
kind of sound similar.
If I want to.
Yeah.
But I don't,
a couple tracks where it's like, this is better.
I swear to God, like there's sometimes I do a vibe and then I listen to this one sounds like Burna to myself before anybody tells me. I'm like, okay, let me just tweak it. So it's like that. We get inspiration as an artist. You get inspiration from your environment. But sometimes your environment is also the kind of music you listen to.
I want to talk about married life, man.
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Can't say, man. I can't confirm nor deny.
Because I didn't know you were married.
My marriage. No, but look at my hand, man.
Yeah.
You know, I know some uncles when they're going to the club, they just
just off it. Yeah.
But I'm in a committed relationship. And it's nice. It's peaceful.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
Met in district.
In London?
Yeah.
Random.
Wow.
District's not about no money.
No, I don't
don't
know.
think
I
it
don't
is.
think so.
It must be gone.
Yeah.
Or Tape's taking it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody goes
Everyone
tape now.
talks about
So,
Tape.
yeah.
Let me hear about this.
District. And yeah, we met in district. Her sister Copy was playing and she invited me. So Copy is the one that was first my friend. And then then I was coming to London a lot and I'll just be at home and I'll just hang out with UG, Malik Berry, who else? That's a guy, he's Libyan, one of the most talented artists I know in this world. He's Libyan. Him and UG have a song. If you mention his name, he's from Manchester.
A Libyan from Manchester.
Yeah.
I want to say
This
Gecko.
is even more.
Gecko.
Is he Libyan?
Yeah.
Is he
I
Libyan?
thought
Yeah,
he was
I didn't know
Moroccan.
that. Yeah,
That's what I thought as well. That's why I wasn't sure. Okay,
Yeah,
Gecko.
it's Gecko. So I'll just hang out with the boys them, and yeah, she invited me to. She's like, "Oh, you're always indoors. Why don't you, come out?" And I came out. She was playing at District, and then I met my girl there. And the rest they say
Was it not easy, but like, did she give you a rough time?
No, my swag was on.
Yeah. Your man gave you a rough time. I
got a rough time.
I didn't get a rough time.
I got a rough
I
time.
got a
You got a
little
rough
bit.
time.
A little bit.
It wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't
but
on purpose, but it was rougher than it needed to be.
Yeah. My one wasn't even rough for a long time, but I was like, all right, you're being long, man. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? And then I revisit. Well, then she came back.
Yeah.
So that was all right.
But
I was never going
The
back.
thing is, at some point you will get, because life is a roller coaster. So at some point you will get rough time.
Yeah.
And it's in seasons. So you might not get rough time in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you get rough time later. And
Yeah.
then it's smooth and then it's rough. But it's just hoping that the good times, the smooth times are more than the rough times.
Yeah.
But it's life, like, it's part of it.
Yeah.
What made you want to do a podcast together?
It was COVID, because we were just like, COVID was like a time where we spent so much, like, COVID was the time where I was like, okay, this is my wife. Like, this is the person I want to be with forever, because I like to be alone. But COVID, we were together for 5-6 months, and we were in the Cotswold, and we were in Lakes Bayou, like Lake House, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom Lake House.
You guys be in England, boy.
In like March to September, good weather.
Yeah.
Oh, you was enjoying
She
it.
was there,
Wow.
looking
That one
at-
didn't sound like COVID.
know,
That
look-
didn't sound like
A retreat.
pandemic to me.
That sounds like a retreat.
No, because you start
They
fishing
didn't even have the news on and that.
because I thought the world was gonna end.
Yeah.
So I was like, since the world is gonna end, let me finish my money.
Let me
Right?
finish it.
Because
I hear it.
you won't need the money.
I'm not
again.
gonna need it.
So I'm like,
It's not going
He's
downhill
being
now.
privileged.
so I remember I thought I had COVID, so I wanted to stay far away.
Right.
And I was like, okay, you stay in London. I had come to London and I said, you stay in London. I'm looking for somewhere far. And somebody recommended Lakes Bayou. One of the companies I invested in had used Lakes Bayou for like a like offsite. So I was like, okay, I'm going Lakes Bayou. And then she's like, no, if you're sick, I'm coming with you. And we were there, and we were there, just us. So wake up every day. I wasn't seeing nobody else. Like, see. And I was like,
She even risked COVID for me.
yeah, and I was like, wow, she risked COVID for me. And then I was like, okay, I'm actually fine being in the same place with this babe 2-4-7. And I don't feel claustrophobic. So I was okay, this is strong. This one is strong.
Yeah.
Especially for someone who likes to be alone, likes to do his own thing, you know. So
peak. A lot of people didn't make it. People that may have had 5-year marriages, 10 didn't make it
Yeah.
out during that
Yeah.
COVID. They said I've had
Constant
It was one or
Trade.
the other. You
Yeah.
either getting married or you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah,
Like,
word.
Literally.
yeah.
Word.
So you have a
Right
lot
now.
of COVID babies because like
Yeah, I had a
I've heard,
COVID child.
yeah.
Yeah, the
see,
COVID
there
child.
you go.
No, that's a lie. No.
No, you
Sure.
had.
No, I had a child before COVID.
Exactly.
He was born during COVID, but it wasn't out of
because of COVID.
Yeah.
Before, it was that good summer before, boy.
Oh,
that
yeah.
fantastic Afro Nation
God.
summer
Yeah.
Yeah.
in 2019. Was you at Afro
Yeah,
Nation too?
no. I didn't play Afro Nation. I was meant to be booked for Afro Nation, but I wanted either equity or the data.
Okay,
So
because I definitely want to talk business with you for sure.
Yeah, because
I
was,
wanted equity
He said
or data.
he's on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know that Beyonce show where they're like, "Don't pay me in stocks."
Yeah.
Of Uber when it's like 10p or some shit like that.
because I was like, I quickly saw what that will become.
Got you.
And I couldn't understand why everybody didn't see what that will become. So I was like, damn. I was like, this is a show. This is like a festival that is only like it's like 80%. Like the people are coming to see African artists.
Yeah.
And before that, I had played a Wizkid show at the O2.
Afro Republic.
Afro Republic. So I had
That was
seen,
huge, isn't it?
yeah. So I had
Yeah.
seen all these people at Afro Republic, and so I was like, okay, this shit is gonna be big. And so I was like, okay, I want equity. Like, I was ready to perform.
Yeah.
And then you give me equity in the brand.
How much did you want?
You know,
Yeah.
but I don't even think we got to that stage.
okay.
But I was like,
50%.
I was like, I was like, I'd either like get stock or I want to have the data of everyone who comes.
So
to
you can do
perform.
your own.
So that tomorrow, if I wanted to do a show, I
And
can say, hey, Mr.
festival, yeah.
Eazi is doing a show. But they were like, oh no, but like nobody's asking for that. I'm like, okay,
It's
then
not my
it's
problem.
got to be life-changing money. Because like there's nobody there that doesn't know Mr. Eazi or doesn't know my songs. This is
You'd
2019,
have
me
mashed it
coming
up.
off like Coachella and that. I'm like, no, fuck that. Like I'm not gonna play at this show. So that's why I didn't play at the show.
Damn.
You would have mashed up.
You would have mashed
There
it
was
up.
a good
Mash
artist.
it.
there
Oh,
that-
the
yeah,
band.
The band
The
was
band
there.
mashed it
mashed
up.
it up. You would have mashed
The
it
Whoa.
up.
band, the band is a legend.
What a
Yeah,
performer.
legend.
I still remember that performance to this day.
The
Shout
band
out
is
the
a legend.
band.
The band is a legend.
You're on your business though, clearly. Because even when you're talking about when you're doing Lakes Value, you said that's because a company that you invested in.
Yeah.
So when did you get into that side of things? Like, was it music first, or has it always been, all right, cool, what companies am I invested in?
I've always just been a hustler.
Yeah.
And I've been a hustler because, you know, driven by freedom and boredom. Those are the two things that drive me.
Yeah.
Freedom and boredom. So freedom in that, you know, coming from a Niger home with discipline, when my dad, as long as you are under the roof of my house, you have to apply to my rules. I say, okay, I need to get out of this.
Yeah, I need to leave this house. 'Cause I don't like these rules, bro.
I don't like this. Because growing up, I had to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
and
this is
go
where
and-
the rules get
Yeah,
mad.
because I had to wake up 5 a.m. and go and open the tap for people to come and fetch water. Then I had to water all the flowers in the place. Then I had to pack all the dog shit, pack it, and then go dress up, get ready for school. Then we'll have prayer. Then I had to be there. And when they ask,
His spirit is broken.
I have to be in the spirit.
His
And after
spirit's
being in the
broken.
spirit, meanwhile, I'm already late.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're going to flog me.
Yeah.
For late comers.
They don't care you were praying,
You
right?
know, and when I say, oh, all my boys are going to parties. By the way, we're underage. We're under 16, so I shouldn't even be in the club.
Yeah.
But I was like, but my boys are going to the club, and their parents are dropping them in the club. So me too, I want to
be dropped.
Even
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
won't drop me, me too,
Just
I
let
want
me
to
go.
I want to
Yeah.
go and rock Yash.
I want to rock Yash.
Yeah, I want to rock Yash. But now you're saying no son of mine will rock Yash.
You know what? Yeah. Spell it.
What?
What?
Yash?
Yeah, because I want to know.
Yash
Yeah.
is YANSH.
Why you put a G at the beginning of it?
Yeah. Or it's NY.
So I'm like, if I want to do this thing, then I have to have my own money and have my own house. Okay, so what can we do? And I don't want to go to jail. Because if I go to jail, then there's no freedom.
And then no
Okay, so that means I have to be legal, and there's no NYASH.
Yeah.
The NYASH in jail is
It's
like,
not the
It's not the
Yash.
Yash I want.
That's not the
Yeah, I
Yash
know
I
that
want.
just they Yash.
I want very, very soft Yash. Okay, so that means I can't do anything illegal. It has to be legal. Okay, what can I do? And then I start to see my environment, and that's how I started parties.
Okay,
So I started doing parties that had Nigerian students, Ghanaian students together partying. So I started to make money. That's my first time I started to taste fame. Think about it, like at some point I was the biggest party boy in Ghana. So every university I go to, since swagger, it's like, That's why when I blew up Mr. Eazi, it wasn't too much new, because like I think like life had prepared me in my small university being famous. So I knew what, you had
a taste of fame.
You
understood it.
fame. So, freedom has always driven me. And, the more you travel across the world, the more you meet people, you get to realize that you got to maintain freedom. And to maintain freedom, you also have to have economic independence, and that means you have to start your own businesses so that you can make those decisions. And so it continues like that, and it's fun because it's always a journey. Every time you start you invest in a new artist, it's a new journey.
Outside of the like rules in your dad's house, what was it decorated like? Like, was there artwork on the walls? What was it? Drums? What do you remember?
There was
sculptures?
drums. There was a piano my dad bought for me. There were paintings of my dad and my mom, because my dad was in the military. So you had some people draw very nice of him looking like, a dictator in there. But we didn't have a lot. And then you had like the Christian sort of like sculptures, like a hand praying. I remember coming into my house, when you look up, there was this hand praying, and he had some Bible verse on it. So a lot of the art, anything art, they had to be related to Christ.
God,
because from where we come,
everything else is the devil.
Yeah, you believe you believe that it's it's part of our culture. It's part of some of our culture to believe that some things can be. Fuck, I hate now this thing where I don't drink this Glen. You hate there's some African belief where you see that objects can be vessels, so spirits can live in objects.
Right.
And so growing up, that's one of the things my mom believed, and she told us. So we couldn't just go have some random shots man.
A gnome,
like a gnome,
and maybe there's some shigidi that has entered inside. So we only had art that was related to Christ.
So your dad bought you a piano. So you musical from young, or was it?
No,
just...
he asked me what I wanted, and I already had a bicycle.
So you said a piano.
So I said a piano.
What's wrong with you, bro?
That is cold though. He got that.
Yeah, he got that.
It took me 3 Christmases to get a piano.
I was like 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I already had a bicycle.
Piano or keyboard?
Like a keyboard.
Yeah.
It's a keyboard. Yeah.
A keyboard needs a stand, or it's on your lap.
It had a stand.
Right.
It's got
That's still not
built-in tunes as
well.
Yeah.
You can press the beats and all that kind of
somebody
stuff.
to start like to teach me just to play the chords. But I got bored after I was like, and I didn't want it anymore. So it was just there.
Catching
so
dust.
we always had music around us, and my dad used to be in the military, and I went to the best schools. Like when I grew up in Sangwater, Ogun State, and I went to the best school in Sangwater. It's the Bells. It's owned by the President Olusegun Obasanjo. So that was my school. So I went to when Obasanjo, before he became president, as soon as he came out of jail, he came to the school and we saw him. So I met Obasanjo before he became president. I shook his hand because we were one of the best kids.
He went jail and then became president.
Yeah, so he was He was in the military president, and then he went to jail, and then he came out, and then became democratically elected.
Only
legend.
Africa, you just imprison your future president. Like Nelson Mandela said, if you go to prison, you're going to make it.
You know, it's actually true, because everywhere else, prison is the end of the road.
Yeah, that's
like,
it. How
there's
can
a
you go
struggle
to
after
jail?
that.
No way. Done. No
so
way.
he-
The criminal record, impossible.
There's something called political imprisonment.
Right.
So like Mandela was political.
Yeah.
Obasanjo was political imprisonment. Even Buhari was in prison.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I know
even
he's all come
Buhari
from
was-
military as well.
Yeah, it was in prison. So going to prison, I think, was
Next.
even.
That's your
Now
roots.
Romali
It's
will be
campaign.
next.
It's a
even
campaign.
better. No,
Yeah.
it was even better you go to prison because
That's
they
not
shoot you, because there
Romali.
were a lot of
That's
coups.
true.
There were
That's
a lot
true.
of presidents that were
yeah.
just shot. So
I
if you
saw
went
the
to prison,
JFK. Was it JFK that got
Crazy.
yeah,
shot?
like
Yeah.
so it's not
Top
even just
off.
Africa, like
Crazy.
America. Like
Have you seen the
JFK
video?
got shot,
No.
Crazy.
The
It's
actual
mental.
video?
Yeah, bro. His
I saw
head
the video
came
just
off.
the other day.
Yeah.
I never knew there was a video of them shooting JFK.
No, I
Yeah.
knew there was, but I
Blasted
always
his
see
head
it
off.
cut out when the shot
Nah,
is
there's a video.
taken.
There was a
bro.
video.
So power is
You
crazy.
You saw his head
Power.
open.
Wow.
Power
Bits
is-
of his head gone.
Trust me,
It's crazy.
Trust me, power is crazy. I went to the best school in Ogun State at the time. I think still probably one of the best primary schools in Nigeria. And then I went to one of the best secondary schools.
Did you
home
board?
science? Yeah, and I went to boarding school, but like SS2. So late, they finally let me out of the house. I was so big shout out to my parents for doing that. But my dad is a pilot, so he just retired in November. But just seeing him just fly around, I think that kind of made me want that freedom. I wanted a life where I could also just fly around.
Was he a pilot in the military?
He was the pilot in the military, and when he retired, he then started to fly for like Adenuga. That's one of the richest men in Nigeria. He had an oil company, and my dad would fly the choppers to the oil rigs and back.
Oh, wow.
And after Adenuga, then when Obasanjo became president, my dad was flying Obasanjo for like 8 years. So I would then go to the farm whilst Obasanjo is sitting president, and I would see my president. And I remember when I would be going to school, he would give me big fish or chicken. I'm like, fam, your president, give me money.
Yeah. I'm fine, man. I'll eat later.
Yeah, but we'll go to Otta Farm, and it's like, oh, yeah, you are going back to school. Take this big fish, like giant fish. Like, come on, man.
What am I gonna do?
That was crazy. I was saying, have you ever, like, not you personally, but an adult in your family kill the animal there and then and cook it immediately?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah, like
They'll kill the chicken, like. But
my family did it. Yeah, maybe it was the animal, but you guys were shocked.
What?
Oh yeah. When you said that was wild. Yeah.
Oh,
That was wild.
I don't think it was mad.
It was like it's cultural, like
you have
it's
to think,
mad. Like if you go to some spots in Nigeria, you have point and kill, where you point the fish, they kill it, make pepper soup,
right there and then.
I've done that in
Fresh.
Nigeria still. Yeah.
fresh. So you know that this is fresh.
That's the
So
one.
it's-
Yeah.
That's what they do with lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that. But I wasn't eating like a lot of times. I wasn't able to eat because I saw it working. But now I think.
I mean, I wouldn't even know. I saw it in the garden. Then I went inside to play. I come back and the food is ready.
The food is ready.
But there's no animal in the garden.
They're not even putting two and two together.
I don't know. One thing with me, I just can't eat if I can see the eyes. That's the only thing.
Oh, when
I
they-
can't eat the prawns. I can't eat fish heads. Yeah, anything that has eyes, I can't. The body, can't. Calm.
NYASH.
Yeah. Calm.
There's something. It's like when I remember on Christmas. That's when we'll have, they'll donate. People will gift us a lot of chicken, and then we had our gatesman who will come and kill the chicken at the back, put the chicken, get the feathers off, and there's like do the barbecue or roast. And there's something called Ike or kuku. So a kuku is chicken. Ike is the bum. Right. So the NYASH of the chicken. And my mom, she loved Ike or kuku. She said that was the sweetest part of the chicken. And so I always wanted to taste Ike or kuku. So the first time I tasted Ike or kuku, I was like, wow, this is a NYASH. Maybe that's why I started.
That's why you love NYASH.
You love NYASH.
NYASH is sweet, oh.
It's sweet. Trust me.
That's crazy. I got a dog, guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're a dog person. Do you have a dog?
I'm scared of dogs.
You're scared?
Really?
I love
Because
dogs.
you used to
when
shovel the dog shit.
Yeah, when I see the dogs, I'm like, oh, they're beautiful, they're cute. But because growing up, dogs were like when you don't want thieves to come to the house, you put beware of dogs. So they were mostly guard dogs.
Guard dogs.
So it's so funny because I grew up with dogs. There were always dogs in the house, but I'm scared of I was the type when once they released the dog, because my dogs hated water. So I'll just hold a big bowl of water and just be pouring it on the floor so that they know I'm with water and they can stay away from me. Because they were just so huge and they used to bark so loudly. We never got robbed.
Of course not.
They have guard dogs.
Crazy. Small little
like
French.
German Shepherds and
and
Rottweilers and Dobermans.
Big dogs.
Big dogs.
You had a
Big
big
dogs.
compound.
Yeah, we had a big. Like I was seeing the other day, there's a podcast that came out and they're like, oh, we thought Eazi was from
the ghetto.
Like the ghetto. I'm like, I never came out and told you people. I fucking went to the best primary school. I went to the best secondary school. I went to Kwame Nkrumah University in Ghana as an international student. Then I went Coventry.
As an international student as well.
Then I went Coventry University.
What the fuck?
For my masters. And so how in Tinubu's Nigeria would you think?
What in the Tinubu is this?
Yeah, what in the Tinubu
Which
is that? How
from?
would you think? So this was so I was done with, so this is 2013 to 15.
Oh,
We just left.
Yeah.
No.
We
We
just left.
we was done university.
Yeah.
How was that, Cov?
And
3 years.
so what I done was I got the admission. I was meant to come to Coventry to do the full course. And then my friends introduced me to gold sales, and they were making so much money. And I told my dad, Daddy, they can do distance learning.
So you were selling gold?
Yeah, and then I was doing the distance learning. It was an e-executive, so it was meant. So they will bring the entire module for 1 month. They will bring the lecturer will come to Ghana to teach executives, people working 15 years in banks. And,
Oh, right.
and I was the youngest one, and they were looking at me like, the fuck is this guy doing here? He should be in the uni with young people.
Yeah.
But I was just there. So I didn't come from a super wealthy family, but we were good. We were good. And I never in my life one day went hungry. Not there was always different. I was even the kind of kid that would say, no, I'm not eating meat. I only want to
you
I only want to eat eggs.
I was thinking,
That's the Ghanaian side.
Yeah. I'd be like, no, I'm not eating eba and amala. I only want to eat jollof rice. I only want to eat spaghetti. I don't want to eat. That was me.
That's his portion.
Yeah,
that's sick. Do you know what? I think it's good to know, because I think the reason why people would assume is because every African artist that we've ever met has only come from the streets.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Or they've said
they've come from the
Fam,
streets.
I went to
Nobody
the
says-
streets by choice.
Yeah.
I went to the street because I wanted independence.
Yeah.
Fam, I was in school I was in a proper school. I was in a proper hostel, you know, but I wanted more. Like my friends had cars, and my dad didn't give me money to buy car in first year. So I was like, why does this guy have car and I don't have car? Okay, me too, I want to buy car. So how can I buy car? I need to hustle. So I start doing the parties so I can make money and I can also buy car. Now I have a car, but I'm like,
I want a new one.
I want to make money from this car. Then I get a driver. Then I start a taxi business so that I can have more money.
Yeah,
you know. So it wasn't. And when I finished school, I had the option to work because I was always doing my internship in one of the biggest oil servicing companies in the world. I interned twice in Schlumberger. So I would have been an engineer working. You know, in a proper job, it's probably top 3
And
oil
this is
servicing
after
companies. This is
you was
after
gonna
uni.
sell sign for Chelsea.
Yeah, this was
Chelsea,
before Chelsea.
Oh, this was before. Okay, yeah, it makes
This
sense.
was before Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know, but I wanted more. So when Chelsea came, I was like, but I just
Take Mikel instead.
No, but I was like, I looked at myself. I knew I still had like musical talent. And then I knew Mikel didn't have musical talent. So I was like, Mikel doesn't know. So Mikel, if you're watching this, it's because of me. I was like, okay, take Mikel.
Let Mikel have it.
Let Mikel have it.
I almost named my dog Lagos.
Really?
Yeah.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Why? What's wrong with
Legos. That's a horrible name to name a dog.
Yeah,
You be
like
shouting that
Bingo.
every day.
Like name your dog Bingo.
Nah, that's too old school. That's too old school.
Bingo.
But I was thinking, we was battling names for time. We started at Rico, Pablo, and I was like, well, this is too gangster.
Rico, Pablo.
We have to relax. We can't be gangster.
Money Mitch.
So I went to Hendrix.
Future.
Then I was thinking like, some people do like Brooklyn, you know, names of
Okay,
cities,
then
and
you
I
wanted
said,
to
okay,
do-
Lagos.
That was never gonna
Lagos
run.
is never gonna run.
Lagos.
That would be incredible if she let you go with Lagos,
It's
man.
impossible.
Impossible.
It's impossible. We ended on Kai.
Yeah, that's
Why did you go for Kai then?
I was watching Arsenal play.
Kai Havertz.
So then, no,
He's named after Havertz.
not named after Havertz like that. Because what I was doing, I said like Bukayo, Saka, like you know, I was just bouncing names.
Oh, so
And
Kai
then-
short for Kayo, yeah?
No, man. There's a whole player called Kai Havertz, bro. He's named after Havertz.
You know what I mean? You know, Yasmin don't know about. She just said, "Oh, I like that name, Kai," and he was like, "Yeah, fuck it."
I even said Arshavin as well. Like, I was like,
No.
what
That's
can we
taking
do?
Your
the-
dog is leaving.
Yeah, he's at home. He's enjoying himself.
I won't be
Crazy.
able. Like I'll be so scared, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Nah, he's a small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's active. He
So
lives in.
you're a small power couple, you know.
Not
Like now
small,
that I'm
bro.
hearing,
It's not
like,
small,
It's
for
not
real.
small. It's not small, but
For
it's
real.
like
Fam,
you
it's
wouldn't
not
look
small.
and be like, oh yeah, that's a power couple. But when I hear what you're doing and everything, it's like, hey,
I think it's because like we try to be as like private.
yeah.
So you barely see us together. You don't
Yeah.
like you could go on my Instagram right now and not see any picture. You know.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
like we were just at the BFAs, and if you look at her, you see when she posts, it's just her on her Instagram feed had the BFAs.
Yeah.
It's just me at the BFAs, but we went together. To the BFAs.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not because we try to keep that bubble, keep
More
our
private.
own bubble. So because of that, it might be easy. But when we roll together, like when we're in Nigeria and we're rolling together in Nigeria, it's like seven cars deep. It's like,
Yeah, no, it's not a joke.
you know, and
Convoy.
when she's in Ghana with me, it's like, you know, it's like a president rolling, the president and the first lady rolling anywhere in Africa and anywhere in the world we could get that same access. So, but we want to start. So like for instance, we do the podcast together, but even that, you know, we only put out one a year.
Yeah.
You know, that's like a enjoyment thing for us. We just go, we chill, we do it, bang it out 1 week, we put it out, boom, it's done. So, but we, you know, when the time is right, we'll start doing more things together. But it will be a disservice to you to not think it's a power couple.
100%.
If you fuck around, you will find out.
Yeah. it's a correlation.
It's a correlation. You will definitely
find out.
The thing is, you're in a position where your partner has come from a very wealthy background.
Yeah.
And that is something.
By the way, third generation wealth.
Right. You got
Yeah,
something
so
on your lip
fluff
just
on
right
the
there.
lip,
Yeah.
Yeah, we look after our guests.
Yeah,
thank
before
you.
we go through the whole
I
show.
wasn't there throughout.
No,
Hey,
just
we
got
had a
there,
police
yeah.
officer once,
Okay, yeah.
done him dirty. It's crazy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So yeah, essentially, a lot of times, women will be like, oh, they want to get a guy that has this or that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes guys will be like, hey, I want to be with a girl that's wealthy too.
Yeah.
In your situation,
Yeah.
when I realized it, because I always saw Cuppy, I didn't really see too much
Yeah.
of the other siblings.
Yeah.
And then there was one time it was that her dad bought them all Ferraris.
Yeah, all Ferrari.
And that was crazy.
Straight.
Like it was like a brown one, a blue one, and a pink one for Cuppy.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Mr. Eazi.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not a sense of, oh, I'm here to take money, but it's like, how do you navigate going to her dad? For example, that's a big stature in Africa. Forget
Yeah.
about just Nigeria.
It's not even Africa, it's global.
Global, exactly.
Global.
So
Yeah.
when your Cuppies introduce you, cool, you're
Yeah.
showing that swag, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There must have been intimidation.
I think the first thing is like her. Like one thing she always says is like from seeing me, she knew that, okay, this is my man. So I was there still thinking like, oh yeah, I just met her, we're friends. And but she was like, no, this is my man. And I'm saying this is before, this is like early days. We met in 2017. So this is like, yeah, I'm hot. But it's possible for you to be hot and everybody's singing your song, but you ain't got shit in your bank account.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I
So is
feel
that
like
you?
she
You had
just
nothing?
saw. She just saw. No, I didn't have nothing. Come on, I was a global superstar.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I just seeing where we were. Like, was you that person?
I was a global. This is after skin tight.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
after
yeah,
hold
yeah,
up.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
after sample you. This is like.
Oh yeah, no, you're hot
This
shit.
is
now.
Yeah.
This is
So, hold
like
up.
I'm in London. And
Yeah.
You feel me? And I wasn't signed to no fucking record label, so all that money was coming.
All
to
independent.
Me.
Got you.
Everybody I hired. You feel me? But I wasn't where I am now. So if he was meeting me where I am now, with like I have my own venture capital company where I've invested in over 10 businesses across the world, from Latin America to Africa to Europe, or meeting me right now where my label is now, what a couple millions of dollars, or like all my investments and blah, 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 yada, yada. And the catalog I've built, the respect. Blah, blah.
Okay.
It's different.
Yeah.
So
Talk that
she-
talk.
Talk
Easy.
that talk.
Talk
Easy.
that talk.
no,
Easy.
it's fine, but it's evidence there. The evidence is there. But this is like she meeting me pre that, and it was never. And if you meet her, you see the same thing. It's like one thing we fail to realize, and one thing I've noticed, a lot of the people I've met with power, they don't show it. They don't show it on you. The people with real power,
Yeah.
and the people with real money, they're not the ones shouting, I got 100 bands, fed that band. The ones that there's a Ghanaian saying that goes like Sika and Pedede. Sika and Pedede.
Money don't want that.
Money don't want noise. Money
I
don't
like that.
like where I live right now. It's so in London. The other day I came to the house and I was like, damn. There's like probably 20 apartments, but it's so silent. You don't hear any noise. But if you go to a face me, I face you. That's those houses where it's one bedroom, mother, father, and 6 kids plus uncle inside one bedroom. There's always noise. Money don't like noise. So true wealth, a lot of true wealth, especially when it's old money, don't make noise. So it wasn't a thing of, oh, I'm this, I'm that. It was just two people meeting each other, mutual respect for each other, and then connecting. That's how it's been. And from the first day I met Copy. It was the same thing. Copy didn't give me, I'm billionaire's daughter. No, she gave me, I'm a DJ. She had just done, she had just done a tour of Africa. She's probably the first African female DJ to tour Africa. It was called Copy Takes Africa. So I was a fan of seeing this female DJ tour across Africa, like doing what Diplo does. So and then when I met her at the Jidena concert, I was like, it was respect. You feel me? And so meeting, and then we became friends. And so meeting Temi was a natural kind of like progression. And it's inspiring, when you're around people like that, you even get more inspired. But I've been inspired from day one. I've always wanted more of the good life. More of the freedom. Because bro, you can't, even to create, you need some economics to create.
100%.
Facts.
Yeah, like
100%.
this thing you guys have here right now, it costs money, all this equipment.
It
all
does.
this-
It does.
Fam.
It does.
Out the
Yeah.
pocket.
And for you to be able to have your podcast and talk about what you want to talk about, it's because you have freedom. If somebody if I come to you guys now and I say, hey guys, I want to put £1 million in this podcast, I can come to you tomorrow and say, well, you don't talk about this, you don't talk about this, you don't talk about this. You lose your freedom. The moment I give you money, you're trading that for some level of freedom. Except in your contract, you have to put it out there that we retain 100% creative freedom. So I've always known that for me, the use of wealth is for freedom. Wealth buys you freedom. Yeah.
So what about your ego though? Because that sounds great.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you can't show her anything that she hasn't seen. Well, you can.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be on that level of what dating normally is. Let me take you to here. I'm going to buy you.
Yeah.
What can you...
Official dating.
Yeah.
It is, but most of dating is.
You know,
Do you get what I'm saying?
A lot of times when people speak about ego, they relate it to something.
Of course.
So you say this guy is proud because he's got a Lamborghini. Or you say this guy's moving like this because he's got this big house. But where I come from, my gates man, Okon, is a proud motherfucker, but he ain't got nothing. He only got himself. And for Okon, he don't give a fuck if you're Dangote. At that gate, he's the boss. He's the boss. And if you don't fucking kiss his ass at that gate, you're not gonna go in and see.
Headgate man.
You're not gonna go in and see Oga. So I remember my mom, she used to tell me, she's like, you're so proud, but you don't even have anything. Why are you so proud? Because I've always been proud of myself. You know, it's something to be proud of yourself, but not be prideful.
Right.
I've always been proud of myself. Like I have coconut head. Like I'm like, even when I remember I was saying the other day, I remember one time I started this business and I took money from my uncle. He was a doctor. So I took money from him and his wife to do this business.
In this country?
No, in Nigeria. Okay. And the money and the business failed. So now the business has failed.
They got their money.
I remember I was probably 19, 20, and I took the money to go buy diesel so that I can supply to
Did you tell them what the business was?
Yeah, I told them and I said, MTN is going to pay us, bro. I'm a salesman. If I sell, bro, don't joke.
MTN.
I can sell
with
anything.
With actual established companies.
So I told them
to be a street man.
No, and I showed them everything. Everything was legit. Now we collect the money. A lot of people invest money. Now I'm my boy OC. His dad gave me. I'm saying OC's dad, like, this is the first time I'm saying this, but OC's dad, this is one guy who believed in me, like, from the get-go. This guy gave a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old 19 million naira.
Wow.
Then, right now, 19 million naira is like 19,000 pounds. But then it was more. It was probably worth 40K.
Yeah.
This guy gave us his, like, money he has saved his entire career.
Wow.
And he gave it to me and his son. and he as part of that business. Now this is what happened. We take the money. MTN says if you supply, we'll pay you. Right. So we have everything is fine.
Yeah.
We go there, we go to the port in Apapa, and then we're there. Now at the port, you see all these guys there. They're the agents. So you can't go directly to buy from the tank farm because you're not buying volume.
Right.
You're just buying maybe like 2 or 3 tankers. So you need to be buying like 10, 20. But there are guys who have the allocation to buy bulk. So you will pay them, they'll add 1 naira per liter or 50 kobo per liter. It's 33,000 liters for a truck. And then they'll add their cut on it and they'll get it for you, right? We give this guy this money. This guy takes the money. We are seeing him live. He takes the money, says, okay, you are now on the queue. You get the money. But then they had done deregulation of fuel. So they had removed subsidy or something. So the prices crashed.
Okay.
Or something. So our money was stuck for like probably 3 months.
Damn.
Now we can't supply MTN again. So now, by the time they're giving us the diesel, we don't have the MTN deal. So now we have to sell that diesel for less the price. So now we lose the money. And so we go back, we go to OC's dad and we say, Daddy.
You see this, yeah? In a business meeting when the man does this.
It's peak.
If a man does that in the business meeting, that means it's gone. It's finished.
Our daddy, we promise you we tried our best. But some of your life savings,
It's hot.
you don't go. Do you understand? And he said, okay, so how much of the money do we have left? And we gave him, and I was living in his house. And he said, okay, you guys, you little kids, at least you saved some of my money. Now you've learned a lesson. You see that these business people want to do, it's not easy there. Okay, but he took his L, right? So I go to my uncle and his wife, and I say, yo, say over the money, you don't go. And they were mad at me. They said, no, you must pay us our money. They started chasing me, to the point where they go report me to my dad.
Oh.
And they tell my dad, I think it was like 500,000 naira. That's like 500 pounds. But for a 19-year-old kid in Nigeria,
to come by
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
I that's a lot of money. So they go report to my dad, and my dad has to pay on my behalf. Now, I was so pissed that they had to involve my dad in this, because when they were doing the transaction with me, they didn't go ask my dad.
Yeah.
So now that if they had made a profit, they wouldn't
They'll
go
tell
give
your
my
dad.
dad.
Yeah.
Now they've made a loss, they're going to tell my dad so they can get their money. And I remember when my dad gave me the money to go give them, I go to their house. And I'm sitting down with them and I said, I'm giving you this money. It's not even my money.
You niggas are lucky.
It's not even my money. I said, look, I'm giving you guys this money back. My dad gave me this money to give you, but you guys are losing an opportunity to do business with me.
That's cold. That man believes in himself.
That's the evil genius. And I told them, and I said, I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be a billionaire. And by the way, I'm in Naira, I'm a billionaire. And I said, I'm gonna be a billionaire, and you guys won't be able to even come close to me.
Because my gate man.
I'm like, you guys won't even have my number. You've lost an opportunity. Take the money. And they were laughing at me. They're like, look at you. Even this money you couldn't even pay by yourself. Your dad you are busy. Say, get out of there, give us our money. So I gave them the money. And truth be told, right now they can't reach me, bro. They don't even have my number. So I've always been delusional. I've always had this self-confidence. And when you have this self-confidence, you could sit with anybody.
100%.
Because you're so proud of yourself. It's not tied to anything. It's like the Bible. It's like if you place your faith on something, then it's shaky. You guys, after this, you have to bring offering.
You bring up for him, bro.
Let me take it back right now. Can I hear an amen?
Amen.
If you place your faith on something you can hold on to, it's shaky.
Right.
Because when that thing disappears, you're gonna crumble. And that's why in a lot of religions they encourage you to place your faith on Christ. They say, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Can you hold Jesus? No. Can you touch Jesus? No. And that's why it says faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. And if you bring it back to what I'm talking about, it's like when you're so proud and when you're so laser focused on your vision, on who you think you are, you don't need evidence because it's faith. It's the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things not seen. So you might be in the fucking ghetto and 10 mandems will be looking for you. There's times where in my life I was in hiding because people were looking for me because I don't take their money, go do business. The business don't fail. Now I'm in hiding. And now they sit there with my passport. And then I have to look for money and pay them. But even at those points, I remember at some point I was staying in my friend Fola Jomi's house and I was sleeping on the floor because I was squatting in his house. And I was sleeping on the floor. But even then, I was still proud. In my head, as I was sleeping on the floor, I was saying, this Fola Jomi, instead of him to let me sleep on the bed. When I become a billionaire, he won't even have my number.
Evil genius is making sense right now.
It's that delusion.
When I want your bed, bro.
You feel me?
I want your bed.
When that becoming billionaire.
And that's what drives. That's what has.
I like that shit.
I swear to you, that's what's driven me. And for a lot of creatives, for a lot of entrepreneurs, it's that almost blind belief in the hustle. It's that blind belief that this thing is gonna work, in spite of the fact that they see that this shit is not working. But they kind of believe like this shit is gonna work, and it's like it becomes an obsession. And you know that somehow this thing is gonna work. So your confidence is not built on your bank account. My confidence has never been built on my bank account. I've always had more confidence than is in my bank account. And the only time I felt unsure of myself, or the time I faced depression, was the time where I stopped to be delusional about my dreams and I started looking at reality.
What's the numbers? Because
when Peter saw Jesus walking on the water, the moment he came out of the boat, he was walking on the water until he realized that, oh fuck, I'm walking on water, and then he started to sink. And that's what happens for me. That's what happened to me. The moment I started to try to attach my reality to my confidence, that's where I started to sink.
You realize you need to be delusional.
Yeah, is that Burna Boy coming to say, put my name in fucking caps because I'm the African giant, and everybody's laughing. And it's like, who the fuck are you? And now,
I do remember that with like the bill, like in terms of like festivals, and I'd be like, oh fuck off. Obviously, as a fan, but just come, man. What's wrong with you, man? Why are you fucking worried about where you are?
And there's nothing wrong in being calm about it. It's like just knowing what works for you, and for every one of us, it's different. For some people, they need to face the facts so that they can make the right decisions. You know, I'm not here saying don't face facts, so because you can't be saying you don't want to face fact, and then your business now you don't have the cash flow
and
to
the bailiff is
and you say no, I'm the fact that it worked for me don't mean Baba, when they catch you, put you for jail. Don't say Mr. Eazi said on this podcast
he went to the best schools, man.
Exactly.
That's what you have to tell them. I went to the best schools.
Let's see if you could make some of the right choices. What we usually do towards the end of the show is run some trivia questions.
All right.
This is how much plant made you're gonna leave the studio with today.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you your rights. Yeah, you got 4 lifelines. You can phone a friend one time. They can't use Google, internet, any kind of this thing. Neither can you. You got multiple choice one time, so if you're stuck, we'll read you 4 options. Hopefully you pick the right answer. You can ask a 90s baby. So if VP asks you the question, you can ask me or Tem for help.
Okay.
You can skip one time. If you skip, you don't lose a point.
Okay.
For every question you get wrong, you lose a point.
Okay.
And the final question is worth 10 points.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Arsenal are known as the Gunners. Manchester United are known as the Red Devils. What are Liverpool known as?
Damn. Liverpool.
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, Liverpool.
I got this.
Never walk alone. Can I get options?
Yeah, you want multiple choice or ask a 90s baby?
If you need help.
Okay, ask the 90s baby.
Okay, so over to our Liverpool fan, Dennis.
Let's say the Reds.
The Reds is correct.
Well done. If you didn't get
You get that right, you know. Just take my pictures off the wall. Yeah.
The Reds.
The Reds.
Okay.
Well
Okay.
done, well done.
Denzel Washington starred in a hit movie, Training Day. Who was the co-star?
Why now?
What?
Training Day. You said I have what? Skip and funny friend.
Multiple
and
choice as
multiple
well.
choice. Skip.
Okay, it was. You guys know?
Nah, I
I
don't
just
know.
know he's the
I just
white
know his
guy.
face, yeah.
Ethan Hawke.
Is that who he is?
I've never known his name,
I didn't
though.
knew that
Never known his
name.
name.
I
Never
never
known,
knew.
nah.
Good films. Okay. What is the difference between a three-peat and a treble?
Oh, that's light.
A three-peat
And
and
a
a
treble.
treble.
Oh, I know that.
Options.
You're gonna use your lifelines. Okay. You know you've got
Nigga said options.
got a lot
No, because I've already used ask the 90s
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah. But you still got like another 6 questions to go.
Yeah.
So you might want to try.
Three-peat and a treble. A treble is when you win 3 championships, like 3 cups. And a three-peat is when you win 3 games.
It's when you win 3 in the season, and then that's a treble. You win 3 cups in the season.
Yeah.
A three-peat is winning the same thing 3
3
times in a row.
Ah.
3 seasons.
3
in a
seasons in
row.
a row.
Yeah. It's
Christ.
okay.
Got you on technicalities there.
Yeah. I
get
thought
like
you had it.
50%.
No.
No.
Okay. I'll go. All right. Oju Ologba. Is that how I say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nailed it.
It's from which album? The song Oju Ologba
Damn.
is from which album?
It's from...
Wizkid, by the way. Just
Yeah, I know.
Help you a little bit.
It's from Ayo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. Finish the sentence. Don't tell me to come through to Miami if... ...
Don't tell me to come true
to Miami
to Miami.
if...
Don't tell me to come true to Miami. Don't tell me to come true to Miami.
Do you even know who said this?
I know I've heard that somewhere.
Of course you have. I'll give you a clue. It's your
Okay.
wife.
My wife.
Yeah.
Ah. I know it's around like if you're not gonna pay for the whole thing.
But I
like
want
the
exactly what she
terms.
said. He's not gonna care.
You can phone her.
Yeah, you want to phone her?
Okay, let me.
She'll tell you.
That's so funny.
That's a good lifeline to use right now.
He said, you know, you think I'm probably supposed to know this.
Yeah, I know I heard that. Hey love, you're on speaker. I'm on a podcast, right? And then you had said You had said, "Don't tell me to come true to Miami, if something." On one of the podcasts, can you remember what that? What you were like? Don't tell me to come true to Miami if. ...
Finish the sentence.
So you got to finish that sentence, and I had to phone you.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it might have been on that Vex Money episode.
You're close.
Okay, I've just lost a point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks, love.
All right.
Talk to
Yeah.
you later.
You're not gonna get this one. I'll let you know where it was. It was don't tell me to come through to Miami if you don't want to blow budget.
That's some cold shit. That's some cold shit. Blow the whole budget.
Yeah, that's cold. If you don't want me to come,
blow budget.
That was a classic line. I was dying when I heard that.
Doesn't matter what the budget is. I'm gonna blow
the
it.
budget.
You gotta be ready.
Okay. Question 3. What did Black Bones break in Lekki?
What did he break in Lekki? Hearts.
Yes, correct.
Back on the scoreboard.
Cool. Who wrote Songs of Songs in the Old Testament?
Songs of Songs or Songs of Solomon?
Songs of Songs.
Songs of Psalms.
No, Songs of Songs.
Songs of Songs.
Songs of Songs in the Old Testament. Who wrote
There's
it?
nothing like Songs of Songs.
Okay.
There's Songs of Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Songs of Solomon, then it's Solomon.
Okay.
But if it's Songs of Songs, then it doesn't exist.
Okay.
So, what's your answer?
The answer is King Solomon. However,
You're gonna give it to him then?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
I give it to you.
exactly.
I'll give it
So,
to
are
you.
you sure it's
Was
Songs
it
of Songs?
King James
That's what.
version.
That's what was.
It's Songs
It didn't
of
say
Solomon.
up to King's. James
Songs
version.
of Songs, yeah.
But I said Songs of Songs in where I got the
Leave him,
question.
let
from.
them
Okay,
do them in
okay.
the
The
comments.
audience
Yeah.
will
Do them
cook
in the
you if they
comments,
need to
bruh.
cook you.
So-
Let us know.
How many views does Legover have on YouTube?
Oh, then I don't know, man.
So you can try.
Oh, Christ, I don't know, man.
You've still got multiple choice.
Don't use
That's
it on this
done.
one.
How many more questions do I have?
You got 3 more.
3 more.
What?
Yeah,
no,
because
one
I've
of
got
yours-
2 and then
This is your second, so you got one more. And
You
then
got
a
one
10
more
point.
than the 10-point question.
Save your multiple choice. Just say a random million.
90 million?
98.
98.
Yeah, you're more
Oh,
popular.
wow.
Delusional. Where's the
Yeah, where's the
genius?
delusion? You
Where's
said it's 100
delusion?
million.
No, because I know he hasn't
That
got to-
90 is reality now.
Yeah.
You need delusion.
I knew he hasn't. I know he hasn't hit 100.
Mm.
I know.
Don't worry.
It will
My
now.
team
It
tell
will
me
now.
when. Yeah, they would have told me.
Yeah, it's coming.
Tell them
It's
to go
coming.
run it up.
2 million more. Go run it up. So
Run
that
it
guy
up.
hits 100 million.
Okay. Right. CeeLo Green is part of which duo?
Oh,
Yeah, I should know this one.
Mm-hmm.
How many more questions?
One more. After
One more
this.
after this.
How many more options do I have?
You got multiple choice now. This is a good
Mhm.
time.
Only multiple choice.
Only multiple choice.
yeah, this is a good one to use. It
CeeLo
on.
Green. Yeah, let me hear the options.
Yeah. You got Niles Barkley. You got Dungeon Family. You got Outcasts. Or you have Bad Boys.
That was Barkley.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
I would have mezzed up and said Dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why I threw that in. He was part of Dungeon Family, innit?
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
But
know
that's
that.
not the duo. That's the group, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you've made it here so far. You got 2 points.
Damn.
You could propel to close to the top of the leaderboard with this 10-pointer.
Then I should. Why did you trick me? I should have used the multiple choice.
Then you wouldn't be in a good position. You're in a
Yeah.
better position now.
Yeah, yeah.
Without it. So the final question is worth 10 points. So you get to pick who asked you the question. We'll tell you our categories and then you'll pick. So mine is in age.
Okay.
Mine is in African music.
Okay.
Mine is in Kobe Bryant.
Okay. You.
All right. Name 4 of the 7 traditional music genres of Africa. All music genres of Africa.
I should name 7 music genres.
No, 4 of the 7.
Of the whole of Africa.
Yes.
How can there be only 7 genres in Africa? That's already wrong.
Of the traditional music
Traditional music.
of Africa.
There's
That's what Google called it.
The Google is wrong. Because in Nigeria, there's so much traditional music. There's like Akbala. There's like Juju.
That's 1.
There's High Life.
That's 2.
There's Fuji.
That's 3.
There's
I'm gonna give you 2 more guesses now.
There's there is
There's 2 obvious ones that you haven't said.
Come on now, there's plenty.
there's Afrobeat.
Yes, that's 4.
know?
Well done.
Traditional was tough, though. When does it kick in?
Because there was even Amapiano, Juju, Fuji, Afrobeat, High Life, Congolese rumba, Sokus, Nondobolo. I don't know that one. Makosa and Kizomba.
But there's more than 7, so Google is wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one.
It's Google.
Okay, joint first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Join the leaderboard. You made it, you see?
More delusion.
Well
More
done.
delusion.
You played your cards right. You played
More
your cards right.
delusion.
I think that's what we might have to call it. Play your cards right.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
You could get sued for that, though.
Oh, what's that? Is that a game somewhere?
Is it? Wait, play your cards right. Oh no, I think that's
Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play your cards right.
I don't know. That's just a
Maybe it
saying.
might be fresh. Yeah.
All right, so the album came out in October, right?
It came out October 27th.
So it's been out for a hot minute. Guys, don't be
Yeah.
afraid to run it out, man. Go check it out. It's a very, very good album.
Go check
the
out the
artwork
album.
is cold as well. So these goodie bags you brought, the book can't be like ordered online or anything.
No.
The vinyl?
No.
This is just
Nothing.
hand
Yeah,
delivered.
it's just
I am special.
It's just hand delivered. It's like big, and it's big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, the delusion is in the shoe right now. I'm
Delusion.
shitting on everybody.
I'm going home to show Kai immediately.
It's either like big boys or like you've been very instrumental in my career. I just fuck with you.
I'm going home to paint right
So
now.
I was literally coming out of the house and I'd come out of the house and I was like, let me get some, and I just took it.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank
Enough
you,
for
man.
everybody to
Appreciate
get
it.
around
My
as well.
pleasure, man.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all our sponsors, JBL, Plant Made. Go check out all the links in the description. Other than that, you know the theory, bro.
Nice baby's crazy.
Cool.
Cool.